because I helped them do all their marketing and messaging and that. And at one point, Durex Condoms was, an independent study a few years back said Durex Condoms was the brand most recommended by pharmacists. Most recommended by pharmacists. That's a good thing, because the more pharmacists recommend your brand, you're going to double or triple your sales. And that happens a lot in pharmacy, I found out when this happened. You know, you get young guys going in there for, young guys going in there for condoms. And they're in there to buy condoms. And what do? They come up in front of the condom rack, and they're amazed with all the packages and colors and flavors, and they don't know what to pick. So what they normally do, research shows, is they sort of saunter over to the pharmacy counter. And when the ladies are gone, they ask the gentleman there, they say, sir, my friend wants to know what a good condom is. Now we all know who his friend is, yeah? That's it. But that's what he does. They have to go and ask for the recommendation. Otherwise, that kid would go back in front of that condom rack, look at them all, and then pick the first package marked large. I don't know. It's a guy thing. That's what guys do. Help me out here, ladies. All right, we'll save that for later.
The after party.
That's what they do. So when Durex Condoms called me in and said, you know, you're the message guy. Could you write us a letter? Because we want to send it to every pharmacy across the country, coast to coast. The small ones, the mediums, and the large ones. We want you to say that Durex Condoms is the brand most recommended by pharmacists. I said, I could do that, but I'm not. And they looked at me and said, why? I said, because that does nothing. That has no personality to it. I said, you and I have both been in pharmacy offices before. And if you've ever been in an office, or you just stand out by the pharmacy counter, try and peek around and look in their office sometime. What you're going to see is piles of paper stacked this high on their desk. Piles of paper. And you know why? Because every pharmacy has thousands of drugs in there. And every manufacturer sends them white papers, sends them contraindications, sends them usage studies, sends them new drugs coming out. Every kind of paper imaginable. And these guys don't have time to read it. It's too much. They would be locked in their office for 3 years and never do any work. So I said to Durex, I said, if you send a letter, it's going to land on that pile. So I said, let's do something different. Give me 2 days and I'll come back. And we came back in 2 days, and I showed them a folder this big. Open it up, close it, folder. That big, nice and shiny and glossy. Because it was so big, it wouldn't fit on that pile. It has to go on someone's desk or sit out there in the open where everyone can see it. So I made it that big. And nice glossy, and on the cover it just said, drum roll please. And when you open the folder up, all we did was we took the Durex Condoms logo, that was like a horizontal thing, and we actually just stood it up on its side. Just, that's what condoms do, right? What are you laughing about? That's what condoms do. They're supposed to stand erect. So we stood their logo up on their side. And beside it, inside the cover, we just put a little message with a little personality that said, with the condom brand most recommended by pharmacists, please stand up.
That could be my winning tweet. Hold on a second.